And welcome back to another video.
Yeah.
We have something special.
I think so. I'm pretty excited, honestly. It's our first time showcasing Limited on our channel, yeah?
And first time showcasing Spellslinger.
That's true, too.
Yeah, two firsts for this video.
Like, you don't need to play Limited, which is either draft or sealed, in order to play the Spellslinger, but typically speaking, no one's really playing Spellslinger that much, so we only really see it when we draft or do a sealed event. So we're going to see him today. There's no deck text, of course, because we did this as a well, actually, this was done on December 6th, so the day after Gothic was released. We just wanted to do a event with our community.
Yeah,
and so we decided that the event to do would have been nice to do a sealed event.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because in draft you pick a pack and you pick a card and you pass the pack. You don't get to keep your cards. At least in sealed, you just open your own 6 packs and you get to keep everything in there. So,
and you build your own deck from
you build a deck from scratch. So I mean, hey, and there was a lot of I don't know about your boxes in general, but there were a lot of the 4 pre-con avatars in those boxes.
Oh yeah, I think I have I opened 5 boxes and I think I got 6 of each almost.
Yeah, exactly. So,
it's disgusting how many I got.
Yeah. So I mean, that just also translates to a good chance that you're going to open a different avatar in the packs, which gives you a chance to try. Like Marco's got Harbinger. I think I played Savior. Somebody else said Lizette had Necro. So yeah, I mean, and we can see here with the dice, again with the Harbinger, that squares 1, 8, and 13 are all castable by Marco. I believe it's Marco. And they will be discounted due to the Harbinger's ability. So
costing 1 less.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. But I don't know what that card is called. It's all new. Bane of something, I think. The one that I think it's Etienne who's playing. He's got Bane of something in his hand. It basically, I think it says gain control of all wards. Or all nearby wards or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's... yeah, I mean, if anybody, me, draft, is playing Savior, that card is just going to cause a lot of problems. So basically, if that's really what it does, if I'm not misremembering, I'm going to be very happy all night to dodge that deck. Because I was playing Savior.
How do you like the bloom cycles? I kind of like them. I mean, we saw them in the pre-con decks.
I think they're amazing for Limited. And every time I've put them in my constructed decks, I've actually taken them out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the problem is that it happens all the time where you need to just play a site to play the game. And if you need to do something where you're not getting value off of the genesis of the blooms, at the end of that day, that site is just a generic 1 threshold site.
Yeah.
It's rough. There's got to be a really good reason for it, and so far in the decks that I've updated or built in Gothic, I have not found a proper reason to actually play them, which is it's painful. I think I'm playing 1 in the Witch deck, but even then, I wonder if I should just have the double threshold cards instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 2 fire, 2 air, 2 earth, that cycle.
From playing the pre-constructed decks, the ward mechanic is really, really good. I didn't realize how good they were going to be until actually playing it. And I think Savior is going to do really, really well in tournaments. I'm excited to see
in general.
In constructed tournaments, I'm really, really... obviously, we don't have enough data yet, and hopefully in the next couple of months, we'll have some solid data to see what... is doing really, really well, but
I don't want to, and I'm not going to. I don't want to spoil what people are working on. But you did tell me that you've been speaking to somebody who also does YouTube videos, and that person has been testing a Savior deck, and apparently it's been doing extremely well.
Yeah, he says it's been doing extremely well.
I don't want to spoil anything just in case he's building towards.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but if you're watching this video and we're talking about you, we're excited to see what happens.
I'm not the kind of guy that name drops.
We're not naming names here.
Strange loner.
So you see how Etienne, again, I'm just going to keep saying Etienne, I think it's him, how he's building. He built around 13 because with Harbinger, you are allowed to play minions to the sites of your opponent if they're in your 3 squares.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's dangerous to play sites into them. But now, of course, by not doing that, you let your opponent come in to you, right?
Yeah, so if he has anything that strikes... a unit, it's essentially right next to your avatar. Yeah.
The Estranged Loner is another good card for Limited. Limited play. Basically, in Limited, sealed or draft, what's very important is card advantage. And I don't mean that strictly from the sense of drawing. card advantage could mean I have 2 minions on the board, you have 1. I have 2 cards in my hand, you have 1. Things like that. So anything that requires my opponent to use more than 1 card to deal with my 1 card puts me at a decent to significant advantage. So Ward, as the best example, since we're seeing it, is a freaking amazing in limited because everything you do for the first time has no effect essentially and forces you to do something else. So
it's almost 2 for 1-ing,
yeah, you're almost 2 for 1 every time. And so
exactly.
Why I'm saying all this is because a Strange Loner, right? It's a 3 cost 2 power, but when it dies, it summons for free a 3 power from your collection. So it's like, okay, congratulations, your 2/2 and mine 2/2 traded. Now I have a 3 power, and you have to do something else to deal with my 3 power, and I only use 1 card for that, and you're going to use 1 to 3 cards for that, right?
So, where I think like cards, I believe it's called the Those Who Linger.
Those Who Linger,
yeah, stuff like that for like sealed play. I think is going to be really good because it just like reoccurring comes back, and
now the only issue with that card and a Strange Loner too is that it refers to the collection.
Yeah.
And in draft and sealed, you've got 3 to 6 packs to work with. So if you don't open a ghoul or a hellhound or what is it, something hybrid?
Yeah, but horrible hybrid.
Yeah, horrible hybrid or penitent knight. If you don't open these things, then those value cards are actually not good.
Well, based on the 37 copies I have of each.
Yes.
Or 40 out of 5 boxes, I think your odds are pretty high. Yeah, the clumping for like the commons, the ordinaries was really like I have like
it was intense.
6 or 7, or I have like 35. It's ridiculous. I just like I don't understand how it's.
Okay, is that an argument to not buy a case? You know, like buy 6 boxes, but from different sources. Is that possible?
Possibly, yeah.
I wonder.
So we're seeing.
Our first city. That's I think that's City of Souls.
Yeah, City of Souls provides an additional 1.
But I think damage dealt to that site. Oh, it's written.
Yeah,
damage dealt to this site can be redirected anywhere from your opponent.
Yeah.
Enemies can redirect damage dealt to the site to any. But you know what? Honestly, of all the cities, this one is fairly strong because you can just put it in a safe place, right? And they need to work hard to get to it just so that they can redirect damage to after. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it really matters.
But I mean, if you have let's say if you're playing on square 15 or 20 on the outside, I think it's Sorry,
like you said, Marco played it back and to the right, like away from all the action. All the action is happening to his left, and he played that to his right. Oh boy, that's a big
Shogoth,
that's a big boy.
5 power submerge Voidwalk. I'm surprised.
Right, so that costs 5 because of the Harbinger, and the City of Souls provides an extra. So with 4 sites, he can play a 6 cost.
Yeah,
this is the power of the Harbinger, right?
Exactly, but we're also like from our other videos, we're talking about like when you start getting into like the 5-6 power minions, it's really really powerful. It's really hard to deal with them, especially in these kind of formats.
Yeah, especially removal is scarce, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or constructed, you have like answers. The opponent will probably have something to deal with it, more than likely. But when you're just playing a fat boy like that for 5, it's he could apply some serious pressure, I think. With Submerge, Voidwalk, I like it.
Yeah, it's a lot of cards that we deem to be less than playable, not that impressive, overall weak for constructed. They gain a whole new life in limited, right? I mean, this is just a fact of I think all card games or most card games, anyways. You'll notice you'll open packs and you'll be like, "What am I gonna do with this shit stain? Like, what am I gonna literally do with this card?"
Yeah, for sure.
And then because your brain might be so focused towards constructed, and you just go, "This is just not worth it," right? I'm not talking about that the Shogoth. I'm just saying in general. But then you remember that there's these formats where there isn't just 4 copies of all the best removal cards in every deck, and
I kind of like this card. Bladder Blimp. Just Deathrite. Players lose 1 life for each nearby site.
I think this card is going to start seeing more and more play. Yeah, this card is good.
Yeah. And it has Airborne for... Okay, it's 5, but it's 1 air threshold. It's still 3 power.
Yeah.
And Airborne, so...
Well, look, if it can live enough... If it can live long enough to attack on 3, and then it dies, Marco then loses... another 3 life, right? So it actually attacks for 6, let's say. Wait, it doesn't, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, loses 6 life. Attacks for 3, loses 3.
Yeah. There will be a change in the life total by 6.
Yes.
And again, like, see, and not only that, I mean, so with the bladder blimp there, Marco, if he wants to play another site, might be inclined to go to 1, to be far away. Because if he goes to 7, now that nearby count is 4.
Yeah, and so taking 4 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot. See, but I wonder here what the options are. Like if that estranged loner moves forward, the Shoggoth becomes kind of free to do whatever it wants. Because it would be bad for the bladder blimp to double block, I think, the Shoggoth. Would it? I mean, I guess Marco would still lose 2 life, and then there would be a hybrid left over. Can't do that.
That's Virgin and Prayer?
Yeah. I actually, both myself and my opponent, we actually both missed a few times in the first game, and then we fixed the issue afterwards. But we I think most of us forgot that night that you can't ward evil.
Yeah.
Which is obviously unfortunate, because like if a game gets decided by warded evil, it hurts a little bit. It's painful, but we all kind of just agreed it was day 1. As much as we're trying to stop making mistakes in general, and the game remains complex, and it was day 1 of the new set and a new mechanic, and insert reason /
oh sure, justify here. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
yeah. But that's the thing. I find it's tough too, because like I personally have been making more mistakes than I'm happy with. And I don't mean I'm happy with mistakes ever. It's more just like at some point it's enough. You need to stop. You need to like snap out of this kind of nonsense. And one thing I realized, I was even telling Carl yesterday, like 70% of the time it's just me not reading the card properly, right? Assuming I just know everything because of magic.
Yeah,
We know everything for sure, and it's just not the case in this game. And then the 30% is my opponents are just so comfortable with what's happening that they don't read the card themselves either.
Yeah,
And like when I say 70-30, I even told Carl I probably mean 90-10, because like I'm not trying to put any blame on the opponent at all, but it's just hilarious that like I'm doing these things that are good, really good, but we both believe that they're just okay, kind of, And it's,
now he's playing the Virgin?
Yeah,
he's warding, but is that what? Is it evil? I forgot the text.
The Hemogolem?
Yeah. I forget if
so. I think it's just
I'm not familiar if it's evil or not.
No, it's an automaton.
Automaton, okay. So
yeah. Yeah, I definitely can say I like the look at all this ward. My God, if it truly is Etienne, he's gonna be really happy to play that Bane card. Actually, not
that gets +2 for every ward in the.
No, that's Fallen something. No, not Fallen. What's that guy called?
Yeah, there's like 440 cards. I'm still like trying. I saw it and just
it's something. Faith.
Yeah.
Faith. Yeah, Faith Incarnate. That's what it's
Faith
called.
Incarnate.
No. He has the card Bane, something that you gain control of nearby wards or something. Bane of Aventus. Genesis. Gain control of nearby warded minions. Gross. So, if he...
I cracked one in my second box, and I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, one thing I
mean, it's very situational, too. I mean, you're playing against warded decks. If you're not, then it feels kind of bad.
Well, so one thing I felt as I was opening a lot of these cards in Gothic was I would read the card and go, oh, that's really good. And then realize, oh, but it's only really good if the meta becomes... So a lot of cards in the game that were printed in Gothic are meta dependent, right? Like, are we going to see a lot of Savior and Ward decks? Then Bane becomes good. There's also a card... I
actually like this card. The Sprouts. It says, you may cast minions with 2 or less power to any site this turn. So it's kind of like a pseudo
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, if he plays the Bane on 14, it's really strong.
But it's kind of like a pseudo-sphere. Like, so if you're trying to get...
A pseudo-sphere? Oh, right.
Like summoning sphere and construct it, I mean... 2 or less power to any site this turn.
Yeah,
so if you have like a Vile Imp or something...
well, even the Hot Wheel.
The Hot Wheel, you could... You know, I think this card's actually... When I saw it, I said, I think this card's going to see a lot of play eventually when people realize...
Yeah. The only problem is, though, and it's not even a problem with the card. The problem is, like, as I was building my new decks, with all the new sites, you fill up the Atlas so fast.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you really have to decide what sites are, like, what good sites and playable sites are not going to make it, because you want to put 3 or 4 of, Den of Evil and this and Dread Thicket and all those other things, Because, like, with Spore Sprouts, let's say you cast a charge minion. Let's say a Warhorse. Yeah.
Cast it anywhere. But then it's a charge minion, so it deals 2. But then you pump it up with the Trinket. Now it's a 3 or 4 power.
That's true.
Or the Cobalts that strikes.
Yeah, post-cast, you can make it bigger,
Yeah. So I think this card's actually going to see a lot of air fire decks. I think it's going to see a lot of play. We'll see, though.
So the Hema Golem is an interesting card, right? When it takes damage, you lose that much life. And when it deals
damage, you gain that much life.
So you have to find a way to use him to strike, basically, because anytime he fights, you're just going to lose the life too. So basically, like, it's like a net 0, right?
Yeah.
Unless, hold on, that's not true. If you attack a weaker minion, you'll gain the difference in life. Right? If I attack you, if you're a 1 power and I'm 4 power and I attack you, you'll deal me 1 damage, so I'll lose 1, but I'll gain 4, so I'll gain 3. So you can either fight weaker minions or units, or just strike to not lose life. Okay, that's actually better. I missed that. I missed that. I thought he was just going to lose. Like, it was always going to be net 0 unless he struck.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not the case. So that makes it better, honestly. All the Hemo cards are kind of funny. Hema Goblin, Hema Goblet, and Hema Golem. I don't know if you've seen any of these cards.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure you've seen this one.
The Hema Goblin, yeah. Love it.
It's great. It's a great face. Just the card in general, too, is really strong.
Is it a contender for one of your beloved decks?
Yeah, it's already in there.
Oh, okay.
It's already in there. It was one of the first cards I put in the Witch deck. This card is dumb. It probably goes into every aggro deck.
Yeah.
But especially, like, Interrogator or Witch, where the avatar causes extra life loss. I mean, you just drop them, even if you drop them to 12 life. Imagine I bring it into 12 life and then I put this thing down. And then you've got vampires in your hand and you've got divine healings and you're just stuck at 12. Like, you're never going beyond 12. And it's a Genesis and a Death, right? So
yeah,
he attacks for 2, you go to 10, you kill it, now you're at 10, you're stuck at 10.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a really strong card. What's this? Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter. Kill target adjacent demon.
There are none in play. Oh, what's that?
Gravedigger?
Oh, destroy, bury target. Oh, it's water site. Dirty. Gravedigger says bury target. Undead. Undead? Yeah. Mortal? No, undead. Bane is undead. Look at those skeletons. Okay, undesirables is truly undesirable. This ability of allies can't enter this site is... I think it's a lot worse than it seems. But in limited, 5 power.
Yeah, in these kind of formats, I think that's where
it's good enough, the 5 power.
You could tell that there's like certain cards that are made specifically for these kind of formats. I would never play this card and construct it.
Yeah,
just the fact that your allies can't enter the site.
Yeah, and also it costs 6.
6 for 5 power as burrowing, which is okay, but I mean...
I don't think the burrowing mixed with the negative effect makes this any way better than Amazon Warriors at 5. 5 cost, 5 power.
Yeah.
It doesn't burrow, but you always have to move this thing if you don't want to have issues. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not a fan. But I would put it in my seal deck or my draft deck. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
So just having, the wards is doing really, really good.
Yeah, I mean they've just been stolen, right, by our Spellslinger. Yeah, all of a sudden there's so much damage on the board here.
So he's doing... So let's see.
I kind of missed what just happened there. I don't understand. They were talking and then there just a major life loss occurred.
What did we...
No, I have no idea why Marco just lost all that life. Not sure also how I feel about the placement of the undesirables in this situation. I mean, like the Holy Warrior and the Bane can just take it out. I mean, even I'm pretty sure the Order is also just 3 powers, right? So even like the other ward minion can just take it out.
Okay, so it's not that much life. So we didn't really miss much. I think he just...
He might have been like, if I attack you with everything, how much life do you lose?
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. Yeah, Etienne going for the clear. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, attack for 3. Oh, I think that's a small error. I don't think the Bane has ward, right? I think that ward came from the site. The well is a site.
Yeah, Blessed Well, yeah.
The ward. I'm pretty sure the Bane... Yeah, the Bane doesn't have a ward, so I hope that doesn't cause any issues in the game. Yeah, because you can't pick up wards, right? That's not like it's not a relic.
I don't think so. I think you have to ward something. I think you have to have a spell or something that provides the ward.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, like the archangels and giving a ward to something. I don't think you could just drop it or just pick it up from a site. There's that one site that says if the minion leaves the site, the ward goes with the minion.
Shit. More importantly, the Bane is an undead. It cannot be warded. Right? Even on top of it, it can't be warded anyways.
Oh.
Well, okay. I guess Marco just conceded because he's got nothing to do versus all of...
yeah.
So even without the ward on the Bane, I think it was just still too overwhelming. So yeah, the game, I mean, here you go. He's showing it. I can actually picture him laughing. I can picture his laugh. It's a great laugh. So there's like nothing sinister about that laugh too. Even if he's laughing in this moment of just winning with this mean card, I know for sure that laugh is just pure joy. So yeah, I mean that's the thing about limited too, right? Is like there's almost no way to come back from your opponent having a board like this unless you have something board.
Yeah, like a board wipe. Yeah,
or like the Bane, which is what caused the shift. But the chances of seeing these things are very, very low in your packs, and then even if you do find them, you have one copy maybe. So
yeah, for sure.
So it's really difficult, which is why stats on board matters so much in draft and sealed. Like your 3-cost 3-power minions are just worth so much more in limited than they are constructed. You know. So yeah, I mean that's our first sealed game.
Yeah,
it was a 4-round evening.
4-round. We have round 2 coming up next week.
Yeah, coming up next week, and then I mean, what we're gonna see. Only one of us. Actually, it's interesting because the winner of this sealed event, to further bring the joy into the equation, the winner of this event actually got one of these playmats for free.
Oh, nice.
So we were competing for one of these playmats, which honestly, I mean, I think they're like $70 or $80.
80, 70 Canadian, I mean, 80.
The material is amazing. The design is amazing. The production is amazing. Like, there's a reason for that price tag, and I'm totally like, I totally get it. I'm totally okay with it. But hey, an $80 prize is not bad.
Well, pretty good. Yeah. I'd say,
it's worth competing for. So we'll see who ends up being the big old winner and who gets to bring that playmat home.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. And yes, just as a quick reminder, as we mentioned in last week's video, we are doing a 1K sub giveaway, and what you're seeing on screen is a foil print of the Frank Frazetta Artisan Dice. And like we said in the last video, if you're interested in being a potential winner of this, just subscribe, and we'll let you guys all know once we hit 1,000 who's the lucky winner.